The Clyde on Avon Valley is a unique landscape, known for nationally important woodlands and wetlands, designed landscapes, New Lanark World Heritage Site, the largest concentration of orchards in Scotland, farming, and a rich cultural and industrial heritage. Between 2011 and 2018, the Clyde and Avon Landscape Partnership undertook 68 projects in the area, which conserved these landscape features and connected people to the area through new trails, community events, web resources, and play and volunteering. The programme's legacy will continue long into the future. Site owners are now in a better position to manage the natural and historic environment. More people will now be able to access the countryside through new trails, signs and information. New skills, working relationships and friendships that developed will continue to bear fruit for local people. And finally, 9 new projects for 2018-19 will take the learning from the Clyde and Avon Valley Landscape Partnership to a wider area.
Well, we're standing here in the Hamilton High Parks, sitting just below the 18th century hunting lodge of the Dukes of Hamilton, called Châtellerault. Behind me you can see the Duke's Bridge and the Avon Water, and along the slope on the other side of the gorge are some of the ancient woodlands of the Clyde and Avon valleys. And one of the main outputs of the Landscape Partnership in the Clyde and Avon Valley has been to try and restore some of these ancient woodlands, which are such a feature of Lanarkshire and so important to biodiversity. All around us you can see what looks a bit like devastation, but in fact it's been where we've been removing commercial conifer plantations that should never have really have been planted in this beautiful area, and involved the clear felling of a lot of ancient woodland just after the Second World War. By felling these conifers now, we're allowing the ancient woodland to regenerate up, and because the soils are so rich and full of microorganisms, the trees grow incredibly quickly, and within about 3 or 4 years there'll be appreciable tree growth right across this site and right across the rest of the park where we've felled trees. We've invested some of the money that we made from felling the trees in the restoration of the whole footpath network. That's nearly finished now. We've regenerated about 7 or 8 miles of footpath, and later this spring, when the river levels drop, we will do the last thing, which is to replace the White Bridge, which is a key link across the Avon Water that's been missing for about 7 years. 200 years ago, the Avon was a major salmon river and was one of the most important tributaries of the Clyde, in that the salmon could get right up the whole catchment of the Avon to spawn. The Clyde has natural big waterfalls at New Lanark and below, which salmon can't get beyond. So as part of the ongoing work to help the whole Clyde salmon population recover, it was really important to get the Avon opened up to salmon so they could access their old traditional spawning grounds. So 2 fish passes have been built, one at Châtellerault, which is working well, and another one at Millhew Larkhall. Hopefully by next summer we will have salmon running the length of the Avon again, and new spawning populations adding to the whole Clyde.
We are here on Cavlp to do some excavations. We have opened up a trench behind me. We've got some volunteers and some students working with us. We have uncovered some larger stones, and we think those could possibly be part of a wall, that they could be the flooring, even possibly be a souterrain. So we're excited to see what happens, and we're enjoying doing our digging.
Why do we need water in the forest?
Because it's for to put the fire out.
Hello, I'm Mrs Stevenson and I'm in room 11 and I'm down here in the woods with Miss Russell. We've been coming down to the woods for about 10 weeks now and we've had a fantastic time.
I've been a forest school practitioner for about 9.5, 10 years now. The teachers who knew the children well highlighted to me that quite a lot of the children didn't go outdoors at all, even at home, stayed indoors and had no affinity to nature. As little as 2 or 3 weeks into this programme, we were seeing children who were very relaxed in the outdoor environment, touching things that they probably wouldn't have touched. They've now become a lot more relaxed and a lot more confident in general back in the school classroom. What I'm seeing now that we're in week 10 today, children who are a lot more skillful in dealing with problem solving, taking risks and assessing risks within an outdoor environment and really just having great fun.
We are here today working with Clyde and Avon Valley Landscape Partnership, and this project is called Make Your Way. We bring our cycle track along to help adults and children develop their skills. We bring balance bikes along to teach children how to cycle. We often find in the community, there's lots of bikes just lying in somebody's shed, and they might continue to lie there unless somebody's in a local park, say fixing bikes for a day. So healthy living, making smoothies for people, getting kids exercising.
I really enjoy riding my bike and it's just really fun. I like going fast, going slow. It is tiring, but I love it.
Down in the valley, I'm going to carry my worth with pride. Down in the valley, where my happy bones reside, I'll watch that river's ebb and flow, see life's seeds begin to grow. Down in the valley of the Clyde, drafted for the seasons to the cotton fruit and coal. We'd always take our chances, but the toil could take its toll. Broadcasting, picking with hungry mouths to fill. Down